नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णापृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे नाम हरे नामेव केवलम गलौ नास्तेव गतिरन्यथा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Nityananda 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Gauranga Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Radha Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Nityananda Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Nityananda Nityananda Ram Jaya 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 Nityananda Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya 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 Nityananda Jaya Nityananda Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Ekadakya Ram Jaya Nityananda Jaya Ekadakya Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Ekadakya Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya Ekadakya Ram Nityananda Ram Jaya Ekadakya Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Ekadakya Ram Nityananda Ram Ekadakya Ram Jaya Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Nityananda Ram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya 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 Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Radha, 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 Jaya Radha Nandaneshwar Radha Nandaneshwar Radhe Radhe Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe 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 Jaya 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 Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Shri Nityananda parents Maha Mahotsav ki Yeah, someone played very nice guitar. What did you? Yeah, beautiful. What's the time?
And this little boy is playing with them.
Yeah,
That's
very
very
12
very
Oh.
12. Really?
Wonderful.
Good stamina as well, eh?
I mean, kids don't sit that far.
No, he's a Vaishnava kid. He's a proper Vaishnava kid.
Thank you.
Yeah, his grandmother is a very exalted personality, very exalted devotee. Devotee for many decades. Yeah. She has served in Radha Rameshwar Mandir for many decades. Very exalted personality. So he's a very lucky boy. Yeah, Meenakshi Mataji. That's what happens when you have one kind of pure devotee in the house.
But
Look
the
at the
credit
effect.
goes to mother as well, who is allowing her
Oh, yeah.
to him to
Definitely.
yeah,
See, once you create the atmosphere, the people who come in the house, you'll have good souls coming, isn't it? That's a science. Yeah. The positive vibes will attract positive. Negative will attract negative. So I think we can possibly start the class. Would be nice. So we have a very small crowd today, but that's fantastic. So we can have very intimate association with each other. Huh?
More for sure.
Oh yes, yeah. Have you come with two bellies? Huh?
We can do the check over there.
No, Gandhati Prabhu always has two bellies. So have assurance from
Take away belly.
Yes, he has two bellies already. Huh? So it's a very auspicious day, appearance day of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. There's a lot of pastimes with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Nityananda Prabhu. And I'm sure Prabhu is going to explain a lot of things about Lord Nityananda Prabhu, but he wasn't really showed up until Lord Gauranga, he took birth. So when Lord Gauranga appeared, he was venturing around, he was Avadhut, and just appeared. He came to Navadvip and met Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And the pastime is very sweet. And Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he gave him the task for what? To spread the glory of the Harinam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very intimate associate of, his, but Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu sent him away when he was in Jagannath Puri. He asked him to go to Bengal and preach everywhere, every town and village and everything. And he was mad man. And that's what we have to become. That's what our task, because he's our Param Guru, he's teaching by own example how a devotee should behave, how a devotee should live in an exemplary way. And that's what Srila Prabhupada, we are followers of Srila Prabhupada. We are Srila Prabhupada Nuga. Means we follow Srila Prabhupada, we follow his footsteps. And that's what Srila Prabhupada did. On behalf of our entire parampara, can you imagine the burden on Srila Prabhupada was? On behalf of entire parampara, Srila Prabhupada came to the West, every town and village planting a seed. And by the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, we all should become seed planters. Plant seeds where we go. Plant seeds of Bhakti. Whoever we meet, Jaya dekha tare gaho Krishna upadesh. Whoever we meet, we just plant seeds. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is a gardener. We have to plant seeds. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the perfect gardener. He will look after everything. We surrender to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and Lord Gauranga, he is there to take care of us. And that's what we got to do. So I would like to invite a very exalted personality, very exalted devotee, His Grace Mukunda Prabhu. He comes in our Brahma, Madhava, Gaudi Sampradaya. He is a disciple of very exalted personality, disciple of Srila Prabhupada Kripal Maharaj, His Holiness Kripal Maharaj, who is coming to grace us on the 7th of March. Kripal Maharaj ki Jai! Jai!
What's his name, Kripal?
Kripal Moya.
Kripal Moya?
Yeah, Kripal Moya Prabhu is Maharaj is coming on the 7th of March. Yes. Hare Krishna. Yes, the Prabhuji, I'm sure you all met him before. He's a teacher by profession, but he's a spiritual teacher. He runs a sangha like ours in Hastings. Yes, so we'll hear from him about the glories of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. So thank you so much, Prem Prabhu and Dhanagati and Mukunda Prabhu and Prabhu here, our host, our wonderful host there. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. It's lovely to see you all, as ever. Wonderful to enjoy your association. You have a lovely, beautiful Sangha, Rochester Sangha, and when you gather here at Jeskin's farm, you know, I feel very much at home, and I thank you very much for that. Thank you. Should we start with Jaya, Radha, Madhava? Yeah. Wonderful to be here on Lord Nityananda's appearance day. Lord Nityananda ki jai. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Nityananda ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Bol. Oh, glory to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. A little drink of water. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. So it's wonderful to be here. I have to say, I'm absolutely not qualified to to speak about Lord Nityananda. But it is a wonderful honour and privilege to be invited to do so. And when I was contacted, would you please say something about Lord Nityananda? It's a wonderful privilege. It's an amazing privilege. And so I started hitting the books very quickly to get myself prepared. And what I realised is there is an infinite amount of things to say about Lord Nityananda. So in my own humble way, Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'll try to say something. There is so much to say. But of course, it's a wonderful occasion for us to be here, in this crazy world that we live in, that we're actually here, being able to meditate on Lord Nityananda. Wow. I don't know what we did in a previous life, do you, to deserve this wonderful privilege. But I'm very grateful to you. So Hare Krishna. When we think about Lord Nityananda's Trayodasi, let's start there. Let's start there with Nityananda. Let's start there with what Nityananda means. It's a wonderful word. Everybody should know that word, and everybody should know what it means. So Nitya means eternal, and Ananda means bliss. If we put them together, it's eternal bliss, everlasting happiness. Jai, Lord Nityananda!
Ki Jai!
Yeah, Ki Jai. Do we want everlasting happiness? You bet. Haribol! You bet we want everlasting happiness, don't we? Isn't this what we're all striving for? Isn't this why we wake up in the morning? Isn't this why, as we go to work, we cater for our needs, we cater for our loved ones. We want them to be, happy and safe. We want our loved ones to be happy and safe, don't we? They're the top. It doesn't matter about anything else. For our son, we want happiness and safety. Yeah? For our wives, we want happiness and safety. Yeah? For our husbands, we want happiness and safety. For each other, we want happiness and safety. And Lord Nityananda brings all of this. Happiness and safety. Protection. but great, great mercy and compassion. And Lord Nityananda is known as the Lord of Mercy, the Lord of Service. So Nityananda, everlasting happiness, that's what we're all striving for. Everything we do, the ultimate objective is happiness, everlasting happiness. But in the material world, does that last? Does it last? Have you experienced everlasting happiness? No, neither have I, not in the material world. You know, and there's so much anxiety in the material world. But what I've found, when I was invited to speak about Lord Nityananda, I've been feeling bliss. What a wonderful gift you've given me to be able to come here and speak about Lord Nityananda, because I've been taking shelter of Lord Nityananda, praying for his mercy. Praying for his mercy, because without his mercy, without Lord Nityananda's mercy, we cannot approach, we cannot even begin to understand Radha and Krishna. And it's only through his mercy, his divine mercy, that we can start to even have some understanding about Krishna and Radha in some small way. So that's Nityananda. Trayodasi. Trayodasi really means sort of 13. Traya means 3 and Dashi means 10, so we bring them together, it's 13. And so, what is the significance today? It is the 13th day, the 14th night of the bright moonlight. And it is very, very auspicious day. And I don't know about you, but I've been stepping outside into the garden at the back of the house, and it's been amazingly bright. For the last few nights, I asked my daughters, come and have a look at the stars. The sky is so clear. You can see all the constellations and a beautiful bright moonlight. It's amazing. So Lord Nityananda, we're celebrating Lord Nityananda's appearance day. But we've got to remember, first of all, that Lord Nityananda didn't just appear in the Kali Yuga in 1476. He didn't just appear in 1476. He's appeared in the previous yugas. We've got to remember, go right back. And Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna. Has everybody heard of Lord Sri Krishna? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Well, Lord Nityananda is Lord Sri Krishna's brother. Can you believe that? Can you believe having a brother, a younger brother?
Really?
Yeah. And Lord Nityananda is also Balaram, Baladev. And in terms of, when we think of Balaram and Lord Nityananda, there's a first expansion of Lord Sri Krishna. And from Lord Balaram, from Balaram Baladev, comes the other expansions. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And from there comes Mahavishnu and Garbhodakshai Vishnu and Kashyapodakshai Vishnu, and from, as we know, the whole of the creation is coming from, therefore, Balaram. So, we're in very good hands when we think of Lord Balaram. What does Bala mean? Bala means strength. Now, the thing is, in the age that we live in what's it called? Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga. It's the age of quarrel, hypocrisy and godlessness, the Iron Age. And we see quite a lot of quarrel and hypocrisy around us, I think quite a lot. Would you agree? Yeah. Bala means strength. So, I don't know about you, when I was growing up, the strong superheroes were people like, and I'm nearly 60 now, I'm getting on, but I think you'll remember Superman and Spider-Man, yeah? And Wonder Woman. Is this right? Do you remember? And Batman and Robin. Do you remember those? Yeah. And the thing is, when we think about the Incredible Hulk, and when he got angry, he turned green. And the thing is, that was strength, wasn't it? We were looking at superpowers. They were strong. They could fly. They could create webs from their wrists. It's amazing. Or they could be very, 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 very strong and lift houses and save people. But that's one type of strength, isn't it? Physical strength. And this is the sort of thing in this material age that we sort of are attracted to, physical strength. But that type of strength, Balaram, that type of strength isn't referring to physical strength. It's referring to spiritual strength, which is who we are. We're spiritual beings, as we all know. We're the living entity, the Atma, the Jiva, the soul. And that is where our strength comes from. And so Balaram, and of course, Lord Nityananda ki Jai, is really the representation of strength, of spiritual strength. And that's the source of where we're going to be we get our spiritual strength from Lord Nityananda. Of course, he's the first expansion of Lord Sri Krishna. So Lord Nityananda, we're cultivating spiritual strength. And what we're really trying to do today is to pray and ask for the blessings and the mercy of Lord Nityananda, that we may have that he will help us to develop the spiritual strength in our own spiritual journey, so that we have spiritual strength to sustain this journey in Krishna consciousness, trying to be as Krishna conscious as we possibly can. Because we know that material life is impossible. Spiritual life is difficult, but material life is impossible. Why is material life impossible? Anybody know?
Threefold miseries.
Threefold miseries. What are they? Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, Adhidaivika. Adhyatmika, we're talking about the miseries we experience as a result of our own bodies and minds. Anybody's mind play them havoc from time to time? Yeah. Yeah, if we follow the crazy mind, the monkey mind, it can lead us down rabbit holes, can't it? It can make us very unhappy and bewildered. Yeah. And our bodies from time to time let us down. As we get older, they let us down even more. And it's not just our own minds, it's other people's minds as well. So we think about Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika. What's Adhibhautika? It's other living entities. Yeah, other living entities. So when we're in the summer and we're laying down and we're having a wonderful time, maybe abroad in a lovely warm climate, and we think we found the perfect spot to enjoy the beautiful sunshine. And then along comes a mosquito. Or if we're sitting down in a beautiful restaurant with our wonderful wife, or with our wonderful husband, or with our beautiful children, or whoever we're with, and then we think, oh, this is just bliss. Look at that view. And then bzzz. And my wife, as soon as she sees those, she runs. I've lost her. So the things Adhibhautika and Adhidaivika, this is the natural causes. Things like hurricanes and famines and droughts and heat waves and things like this, and earthquakes and tsunamis. So the thing is, we can't get away from any of those things. So in terms of material life, we've also got the cycle of birth, death, disease and old age. And of course we can't escape that, but we can. We can escape it, but unless we are taking the shelter of the spiritual master. And Lord Nityananda is the Adi Guru, the original Guru, the original spiritual master. And so we take shelter of our spiritual master, Lord Nityananda, our initiated spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession. So Lord Nityananda is also Lord Balaram, the first expansion of Sri Krishna. So Lord Nityananda appeared according to the scriptures, Lord Nityananda appeared in 1476 in Ekachakra. Ekachakra in what is now called what is it called? It is called Burbu, and it's in the region of West Bengal. It's in that state of the region is called Burbu. It used to be called Radha or Radhadesh, the region, and that is now today West Bengal, because of course pre-1947, before partition, it was all Bengal, and now it's known as West Bengal. So Lord Nityananda there appeared in 1476. Now, his mother and father were Padmavati Mataji, and Hadai Pandit. And can you imagine having Lord Nityananda appear in your family? While Lord Nityananda was pastimes, while he was in Ekachakra, he enacted the pastimes of Vrindavan Dham. These memories, these wonderful memories that he had, playing with the cowherd boys along the Yamuna, the river Yamuna, diving into the river Yamuna, playing as if with the leelas of the Asuras, with Putana, Agadasura. He engaged in these, and when he was asked, how do you know these pastimes, he said, these are my pastimes. He's referring to the pastimes of when he was Lord Balaram, because Lord Nityananda did not just appear, as I said earlier on, in Kali Yuga. He appeared in Treta Yuga. Who did he appear as in Treta Yuga? He appeared as the brother of Lord Ramachandra, and he was Lakshman. And then in the next Yuga, which is Dwapara Yuga, he appeared as Lord Balaram, Krishna's brother. And so he appeared in this Yuga. How many years ago did he appear? If it's 1476 and it's now 2026, it's a question for our friend here.
500?
Yeah, well, let's have a think. So 1476, that is 524 plus 26, 550 years ago. Haribol! 550 years ago. Now, it was a blissful upbringing. Lord Nityananda was very, very happy, and Hadai Mataji, his mother, Hadai Pandit, his father, and Pampavati, his mother, we can imagine it was a blissful upbringing. But then one day, when Lord Nityananda was 12 years old, how old are you?
11?
Yeah. So 12, not far away. When are you 12?
Yeah.
When are you 12? Are you 12 this year?
No, I'm 11 now.
Yeah, what about this year? When is your birthday?
30th of December.
Very good, Haribol. And so you will be 12 in December, 13th of December, is that right? Yeah. So, same as your son? Yeah, he's 12? Oh, same as your birthday! Hare Krishna. Wow. 13th of December. Yeah. You're going to be 12? Hare Krishna. So, when he was 12 years old, which is very young, just started secondary school, and a sannyasi arrived. And he was having a conversation with Hadai Pandit, Lord Nityananda's father. And the conversation culminated in the sannyas asking for something from Hadai Pandit. And Hadai Pandit, according to the scriptures, was very open and said, whatever you want, please ask me. I can fulfill your wishes. And what do you think he asked for? What do you think this unknown sannyasi asked for? What do you think he asked for? What do you think he asked for? What do we think, Joe, he asked for?
Asking for chant for his son.
Yeah, asking for his son.
Definitely asking him to chant, but I guess he must have asked him to chant, but he asked for something else as well. He asked for his son. So imagine this. I'm an unknown sannyasi, imagine, and I come to you, Prabhu. Yeah? And you say, because obviously sannyas arrives at your home, you take care of them, you offer them nice service, you make them, your home is their home, you try to satisfy their wishes, and then this unknown sannyasi says to you, Prabhu, please let me take your son Lord Nityananda. I want him as my brahmachari assistant to travel the whole of India. How would you feel about that, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
He'll enjoy it.
He'd enjoy it.
So his son is so naughty that he wants to give him away.
Yeah. So this was the request. Now you can imagine how Hadai Pandit and Bhavati, how they must have felt. They agreed. With great heavy heart, great sadness, not just for Hadai Pandit and Padmavati, the mum and dad, but also for the whole community. They were distraught. You can imagine, can't you? Lord Nityananda, the source of all creation. And I might add that Lord Nityananda, there is no difference between Lord Sri Krishna and Lord Nityananda. They say there are two differences. One is the hue, the colour, between Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna. As the scriptures explain, it's the colour of a rainstorm cloud. And Lord Nityananda, Lord Balaram, the colour of a spring cloud. And there's a second difference. The mood. Lord Sri Krishna is in the mood of being served, and Lord Nityananda is in the mood of giving service. So Lord Nityananda had this mood, and you can imagine if he was so loved and revered, not just by his parents, but by the whole community, that as they saw him goodbye, as they waved him goodbye, there were floods of tears, there was trauma, there was desperate sadness. It's very, I think to some extent we can sort of imagine that, because we've all lost loved ones, haven't we? Said goodbye to loved ones. And that's very painful. They didn't know if they would ever see him again. In fact, they never saw him again. Because they were so distraught, so downhearted, so broken, in such a state of despair without their dear Lord Nityananda, their son, their joy, the apple in their eye, the reason for getting up in the morning, their everlasting happiness. Nityananda means eternal happiness. He brought them and everyone else eternal happiness. And they felt that ebb away. So much so that Hadai Pandit, he passed away not so long. I'm not quite sure how long. From reading the scriptures, Chaitanya Charitamrita, it seemed like it was just several months. I got the feeling it was less than a year. I got the feeling it was about 7 or 8 months perhaps, maybe somewhere around there. But he passed away. And I heard also that Mother passed away as well. So they were broken-hearted. They died of a broken heart. Yeah. So off Lord Nityananda went with the sannyasi, and they travelled around India. They went to many auspicious places. They went to Prayag, they went to Varanasi, they went to Vrindavan. Lord Nityananda circumambulated Govardhan Hill, went to the holy places. They travelled together. There's limited information in the scriptures about exactly what their activities were, but they travelled, from what I understand, according to the scriptures, for around about. Remember, he was 12 years old, and they travelled for about 20 years around the whole of India. Can you imagine? Now, they did not take an Uber. They did not go by the internal flight. They did not take the train. How did they go? They walked. Now,
Probably quicker than in the train.
less crowded. So, Lord Nityananda, in the year 1506, when he was 32 according to the scriptures, heard of the activities of Lord Chaitanya. Haribo! Haribo! He heard of the activities of Lord Chaitanya about spreading the Sankirtan movement. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he heard about these activities, these wonderful pastimes that he was hearing about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip. And he made his way there. But I understand he was hiding. He was hiding for some time. For a few days, from what I understand. Because he was in a state of ecstatic mood. His mood was ecstasy. Because he was going to be meeting Lord Chaitanya for the first time in this context. And Lord Chaitanya, he foresaw, he could tell that Lord Nityananda was around. And he was very excited too. Can you imagine this reunion, this blissful reunion? We can imagine a little bit, can't we? They said when they met face to face, it was like the sun facing the moon. Lord Chaitanya the sun, Lord Nityananda the moon. I was walking this morning through the countryside. When I was walking through the countryside, I looked up to the sky, and the sun was so beautiful. It was clear sky, clear blue sky, and the sun, I looked up to the sun, and I just, you know when you look at the sun, you feel yourself being purified. Is this right? You feel yourself being purified, cleansed. It's an amazing feeling. And I was looking at the sky and the sun this morning. And the previous night, as I've just explained, I was looking at the moon. And the moon on the 1st of Feb will be a full moon. And it is pretty much there now. Remember, it's the 13th day of the 14th night of the waxing moon. Nityananda Trayodasi. And so we can imagine looking up at the moon and this is the analogy, this is the sort of metaphor that is used. It's like the sun facing the moon. And Lord Nityananda fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya. He was in tears, in floods of tears, with ecstatic tears of joy, so we understand. And they were blissfully happy to see each other. Has anybody ever felt like that when they've met someone before? Ecstatic tears and fall at their feet, and you hug them as if your life depends upon it, and you never want to let them go. Anybody felt like that? Any show of hands maybe? No? No. We have a little bit, haven't we? We have a little bit felt like that. And it's often when you say goodbye to someone that you feel sad. But they felt ecstatic joy. Lord Chaitanya asked Lord Nityananda eventually, after the reunion, I want you to help me with propagating the Sankirtan movement. I want you to help me spread Krishna consciousness, the Harinam, the name of Lord Hari. Hari means one who takes everything away, who steals everything, takes everything away. But I want you to spread the Harinam. Take it to people's homes. Go to the marketplace, and don't go alone. Go with Haridas Thakur. Haridas. He went with Haridas. And this was his service. Remember, Lord Nityananda, Lord Nityananda's purpose was to help Lord Sri Krishna and in this age, Lord Chaitanya, with his pastimes. And the second thing, so to help him with his pastimes, is Leelas, but also to spread the Sankirtan movement. Lord Nityananda and Haridas were in a marketplace. And there were two drunken, fallen, out of control brothers, Jagai and Madhava, who was in a state of stupor. I don't know if you've ever seen someone who's sort of drunk, excessively drunk. Dhanagati, have you ever seen anybody excessively drunk? Yeah. You're on Rochester High Street. I used to live there. Yeah. I used to live down an alleyway on Rochester High Street, George Street. And I would see some excessively drunk people coming out of Aaron P. Stone's casinos. Maybe it's gone now. It was a nightclub in Rochester, and they would come out of there, and they were excessively drunk. So when I started thinking about Jagai and Madhava, and how they must have been excessively drunk, stuporing, swearing, maybe not very well dressed, dishevelled, yeah? So this is what the image was. Now we've got to remember about Jagai and Madhava. In a previous life, they were Jaya Vijay. Where are they coming from? They were from Vaikuntha. They were on the gate stopping those that weren't supposed to come into Vaikuntha. Well, they were bouncers. In the sort of 21st century, we'd call them bouncers, security guards. But they had an ecstatic, blissful, transcendental abode to protect. And that was Vaikuntha. And Vaikuntha means without anxiety. Without anxiety. Any of us got anxiety? Sometimes. It's part of the human condition. Anyway, Jagai and Madhava. Lord Nityananda saw them. And he made a beeline. He made a beeline for Jagai and Madhava. He thought, if I can convince them about chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, I can convince anyone. Because if those drunkards, they're in a state of stupor, they're aggressive, they're violent, they do despicable, abominable things, and everybody knows what they're getting up to because they don't hide it. In fact, they're quite happy to promote it. If they are chanting the holy names of the Lord, then that truly will send a wonderful inspirational message to anybody, that anybody can take to the chanting of the holy names. And Haridas Thakur, you must have thought, my gosh, Lord Nityananda, please, let's go over there. These people look very, very nice. It's a little bit like when we're book distributing. When we're book distributing, we're on that high street. I remember when I was on the high street in Canterbury once, quite a few years ago, and I used to teach in Canterbury. And my wife said, please don't go into Canterbury, because all our friends are there, and they'll see you, and then they'll know you're a Hare Krishna devotee. And I said, I've got to go. It's the orders of my spiritual master. And there I was with my, those sort of trolleys that people use with a handle, and they put it along. I had one of those. And I saw some people I knew, and I said, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm just waiting for a friend. And then they went. I knew them from rugby. I used to play rugby. And I thought, right, I'll go through this. And I saw somebody coming, well, they were really scary. They thought, no, they're too scary to ask. They won't want to be Krishna conscious. They won't want to take a book. But that little old lady over there, she looks really nice. And I'll go there. So I was taking the easy option. And I think maybe we've all been there to some extent, yeah? But then we build up a little bit of courage, some mercy from Lord Nityananda, and then we build up a bit of courage and we approach people that we might otherwise stay away from, but not Lord Nityananda. He saw Jaya and Madhava, and he went straight for them. He made a beeline. But he was not well received. He was not well received at all at that moment. There was cursing and blinding, and how dare you? How dare you speak to us? And it was particularly Madhava, who was ferocious, had a ferocious temper. So much so that Jaya and Madhava, they started chasing Lord Nityananda and Haridas Thakur around the marketplace. And they were running, you can imagine. They were running away from Jaya and Madhava. And I understand from my reading that Lord Nityananda was laughing. He was laughing. And he was in a pastime. He was enacting these pastimes, which of course, these pastimes have to happen. And who's he enacting the pastimes for? He's acting the pastimes on behalf of Lord Chaitanya, who is Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And because Jaya and Madhava were not terribly fit, they were sort of gratifying the senses. They were caught up in Maya big time. They had actually been born into a very auspicious family, a Brahmin family. So they started out quite well, but Maya is very, very strong. Maya is very seductive. And they ended up in this despicable situation. So on this first occasion, Lord Nityananda and Haridas Thakur, they were not caught. The second day, so we understand when we're reading scripture, well then maybe it was this next day after. That's how I understood it. In the marketplace, Lord Nityananda saw Jaya and Madhava, and thought, and not unperturbed, not put off, decided to approach them again, much to Haridas Thakur's great concern. When he approached, there was a thunderstorm coming from Madhava. He was furious, so much so that he picked up some earthenware, like some clay, a piece of pot, and threw it as hard as he could. Do you know where it landed? Where did it land? So, Vaikuntha, yeah, Nityananda is Vaikuntha, absolutely. It hit Nityananda on his head. And it brought blood. There was blood. It pierced his skin, and there was blood. He was injured. Now, word very, very quickly got back to Lord Chaitanya. He got there fast, and you can say, my old man's a dustman. And he got there. He was furious because Madhava had struck his dear brother Lord Nityananda. He wanted to pick up his Sudarshan chakra and finish him off. But you know what happened? Lord Nityananda threw himself at the feet of Lord Chaitanya and said, Please spare him. Please spare him. I will take all of his sin. I will absorb all of his sin. But please spare him. We think of Lord Nityananda, we're great as the embodiment of compassion, the embodiment of mercy, the Lord of mercy. Lord Nityananda is known also as the Lord of mercy, great mercy, and that is, we're here today really to seek the blessings of Lord Nityananda, to pray to Lord Nityananda to bestow, if he be so kind, to bestow his blessings, his mercy on us, so that we can remain as far as possible on our Krishna conscious journey, so we can remain as far as possible focused in the service of Lord Sri Krishna. And with that compassion, with the compassion that Lord Chaitanya saw and in Lord Nityananda for these fallen souls, Lord Nityananda knew that if they could just start chanting the Harinam, the beautiful Harinam, which is the spiritual path, the spiritual process for the Kali Yuga, that they could be saved. They were hugged, both of them. They were hugged. By who? Who hugged them? The bouncers, yeah. The bouncers were hugged. The bouncers were hugged. Jagai and Madhava were hugged by Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, but mainly Lord Nityananda. And with that, their hearts melted. But first of all, it was Jagai whose heart melted, because he said to Madhava beforehand, "Stop! Do not do that. Can you not see?" When he looked down at Lord Nityananda, who was crying, was at the feet of Lord Chaitanya, who was trying to protect Madhava, someone who did not deserve protecting. Someone who most people would think, yes, use your Sudarshan chakra to take off his head. But Lord Nityananda had such great compassion. Jagai's heart melted at that point. But he said to his brother, "Can you not see? Nobody else has ever treated us this way. And look at the way you treated this beautiful sannyas, Lord Nityananda. Look at the way you treated him, and yet still he's such a infinite compassion that he's at your feet, that he's protecting you, that he's even saying that he will absorb all of your sin." My goodness. And they embraced. Madhava was embraced. And Jagai, who went everywhere with Madhava, then realized. He said, "I don't want to be left behind. I go everywhere with Madhava. He's my brother. Please embrace me too." And Lord Chaitanya said, "As long as you never engage in this sinful behavior again, as long as you take to the chanting of the Harinam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare." And they did. And they were initiated. And they became devotees.
I think they actually became spiritual masters in their own right.
They became spiritual masters in their own right. I think that experience would make any of us become spiritual masters, not necessarily in our own right, but can you imagine being hugged by Lord Nityananda, by experiencing that compassion and mercy, this pouring down upon them for everyone to see. There's one more pastime. There are so many pastimes that could be mentioned, of course, but I wanted to mention one more pastime with Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda was looking after Lord Chaitanya's danda on one occasion. Lord Nityananda was looking after Lord Chaitanya's danda. And the danda was a single danda at the time. And the single danda, because Lord Chaitanya was initiated to the sannyasa order by what was his name? Keshavabharat. Yeah. Keshavabharat? Keshavabharata. Thank you for correcting me with my pronunciation. Keshavabharata. And he was, so Lord Chaitanya's spiritual master was Mayavad. And the danda was a single danda. And that really means it's different from the Gaudiya Vaishnava danda. The Gaudiya Vaishnava danda has three bamboo staffs. And they represent the danda in the Gaudiya Vaishnava. They represent control of the mind, the tongue, and the actions. So each one of those bamboo staffs represents those three areas. But the single danda represents impersonalism and the essence of all merging into one. Now, Lord Chaitanya was carrying this danda, but Lord Nityananda had other ideas when he was looking after it. What he did was he broke it into three pieces, and then he threw it into the river. And I wondered to myself, why did he actually do that? Why did he actually break that danda? That must have been not good. It must have been very well received. Was it very well received? Was Lord Chaitanya quite happy about that? No, Lord Chaitanya was not so happy. Because Lord Chaitanya, of course, didn't need to take the sannyas order because he is Krishna. But Lord Chaitanya took the sannyas order to be an example to everyone else. But Lord Nityananda, it is explained, the reason he broke the danda was because he felt that Lord Chaitanya did not need to carry a danda, because there are 4 divisions in the sannyas order. There are 4 divisions in the sannyas order, and the top 2 divisions are anybody know? Hamza and Paramahamsa. Yeah, Hamza and Paramahamsa. Now the bottom 2 divisions, according to the sannyasi order, is that in the bottom 2 divisions, and I'm going to check the name of those bottom 2 divisions from my notes, so I can share that with you all. And the bottom 2 divisions are Kutikaka and Bahudaka. So there are 4 divisions in the sannyas order: Kutikaka and Bahudaka, and then above that you have Hamza and Paramahamsa. And accordingly, a sannyasi will only hold on to the danda when they were in the bottom two divisions of the sannyas order. And Lord Nityananda's thinking was that this is Lord Sri Krishna, this is Lord Chaitanya. He's a Paramahamsa, he does not need to have the danda. And he threw it in the river. Lord Nityananda came to the earth to bestow mercy on us all. Came to enact his pastimes in the Kali Yuga in the spirit of service. We can understand Lord Nityananda to be Adi Guru, the original Guru, the original spiritual master. But he came in the spirit of service. He came in the spirit of service to bestow his mercy upon all of us. Now, a Paramahamsa sees everyone with equal vision. There is no discrimination. So each and every one of us have an equal opportunity to receive and be open to the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Without Lord Nityananda's mercy, we cannot begin to understand Lord Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. So with that spirit, with that thought in mind, let me ask you a couple of questions. Where did Lord Nityananda appear? What was the name of the village that he appeared in? Ekachakra. Thank you. Ekachakra. Which year did he appear in? 76. Yeah, 76. What year? Are you ready? What year? It's good this, isn't it? What year did Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya meet for the first time in this pastime? 1506. Wow, Haribo! Haribo! And it is said in that Lord Nityananda was 32 years old when they met, and Lord Chaitanya was 20 years old. So there was a 12-year age gap between them. Yeah. Who were the drunkards in the market square that Lord Nityananda's infinite mercy was bestowed upon them? What were their names? Jaya and Madhava. And who were they in a previous life? What were their names as bodyguards on the gates of Vaikuntha? Jaya Vijaya. Yeah, Jaya Vijaya. And Lord Nityananda is also who? Lord Balaram. And Lord Balaram is in the line of expansions, plenary expansions. He is the first. Yeah, the first expansion of Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Lord Nityananda ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any reflections? Anybody have any chastisements? Anybody got any comments? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
You were said about the 4 orders of sannyas.
Mm.
Now, Hunksa means swan, and Paramahamsa means great swan, I
Right.
suppose. But what does, was it Kuti Kaka?
Mm.
What does Kuti Kaka and Bahuda mean?
Don't know.
Oh.
Don't know, because they are from the Mayavadi order. So I'm not such an expert in the Mayavadi order.
Something to do with begging.
Maybe Prabhu knows.
So Kutikata is that they can live in their own village, not at home, just outskirts of the village, and people voluntarily can bring them food and give to them. And Bahudaka is basically they don't live in their village, they leave the village and go and kind of beg around. That's the
So they no longer can be in the same place.
Yeah.
They should travel.
And Paramahamsas, as we know, that they don't depend on anyone, they just depend on the mercy of Lord. So basically, elevation of their dependence on Krishna.
No, they can't stay in one place for more than 3
days.
3 days. Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Bhagavad. Any other questions or thoughts? Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
You said Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's spiritual master was the Mayavad.
Mm.
Would you be able to just explain a bit more?
Seems strange, doesn't it, that Lord Chaitanya would even be initiated, would even be... So first initiation. Anybody know what who Lord Chaitanya was first initiated by? Ishwarapuri. Yeah.
What's the full name after Keshav?
Ishwarapuri.
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 Ishvara means controller, supreme controller. So it would seem, from my understanding, my very limited understanding, is that Lord Chaitanya took the sannyas in order to be an example of everyone. Because of course he didn't need to take sannyas. Now, why did he take sannyas from a Mayavadi sannyas? I would be speculating, but I would have thought because what is a sannyas? Sannyas is a renunciant. You renounce. What are you renouncing? He was married at the time, Lord Chaitanya. He was 24 when he was took sannyas initiation, took the renounced order of life. He took the sannyas to renounce from the family. He had a mother. Father had passed away when he was very young, and his beautiful wife, so that he could go and preach and break free from the bonds of his material responsibilities. Why he took sannyas from a Mayavadi sannyasi? My thinking, and please help me here, would be that perhaps because the availability of sannyasis, one would imagine, would have been relatively limited. But I don't know why he specifically took sannyas from Arati Maharaj. Do we know?
I think he wanted to bestow his mercy on him.
Right. He wanted to bestow his mercy on him.
Then he became a Vaishnava.
Right.
Yeah, that's the main reason why.
That's the main reason.
Because the Mayavad was very prevalent at the time, mostly, and Shankara philosophy was there. And he wanted to get in and develop sympathy within kind of Mayavad these.
Right.
And because of that, he took sannyas from Ishwarpuri when he went to Gaya,
Mm.
and then from Keshavbharti he took sannyas.
Mm.
And both were kind of Mayavadis. Both were Mayavadis. In fact, the way the story is that when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas from Keshavbharti. He initiated Keshavbharti first. So he told Keshavbharti to give him Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he told Keshavbharti first to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then Keshavbharti gave him sannyas, telling him to propagate Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he initiated Keshavbharti first, then Keshavbharti extremely initiated him. Never heard this before, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
Beautiful.
is Mahaprabhu.
Bestowing his mercy.
Yeah. Because Mayavad was so prevalent everywhere. Mayavad was all the time. So he wanted to dismantle the structure of Mayavad. That's why he went to South India. He went to South India, spent quite a long time, about a year there. He came back and
It seems things were a lot more fluid, back then. Now it's very, the whole, things are rigid and institutionalized, who could be guru, who could be sannyasa. But back then it seemed a bit more open, the way people took it to Lord Chaitanya and a little bit more, sympathetic or accommodating.
But the purpose of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas was purely for preaching, because people were respecting sannyasis more. And he thought, if I remain as a grihastha, people will not take me seriously. The sole purpose was to make him accessible, available to the rest of. And unless people respect him, they won't accept him.
Yeah.
So he wanted to develop a respect towards sannyasi, and he took sannyas. Then after that, he became accessible and people could hear out to him. Before that, he was Nimai Pandit, and he was a scholar, and he was kind of debater and all of that.
I think there's a lesson there also, that modern universities are demonized to an extent, but in order to influence public perceptions and to preach to people is, I think in some ways is quite necessary to sort of blur the lines there, and academic qualifications I think assist preaching in the long term.
And Srila Prabhupada very much promoted it. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada very much promoted it. He wanted his disciples to become a scholar and scientist and all of that, and penetrate those barriers and go in and teach. Like Swarup Damodar Maharaj, he was a scholar, scientist. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, he was a scholar. Big scholars. Well, now we have many scholars who are doing really great job with teaching.
Thank you so much.
Nowadays, if you tell families to bring their children for this thing and go through this Krishna consciousness, they think, oh, you want to make them saints so they will not study or do anything. This is what they're thinking. You're just motivating them only to do this thing. But there are people educated, well educated, into doing the professions and everything. But I don't know why some of the parents are very scared to send them to places.
Yes.
They just take
They
them
think they're going to lose them, don't they?
academic and
Yeah.
other things, extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I think-
understand.
Well, I think this is. I think if you think about it, I hear many stories that people come to Krishna consciousness, or they discover Krishna consciousness. They meet a devotee, and maybe their partner is not feeling the same way, and then the partner becomes very scared that their husband or their wife is going to leave them, or Krishna consciousness. And I think that is it's a very common reason, isn't it, why a lot of new people that come to Krishna consciousness eventually pull away because of the fear of losing loved ones or not being able to take loved ones with them. So what do? I've got to stay. I have a responsibility to my wife, to my children, to my family. And I think it's probably a similar mood when a mother sees their son going off to become a brahmachari or to take sannyas. I know Swam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj, he's sort of shared his own personal experience relating to that. So it seems quite a prevalent thing in the age of Kali Yuga. But also maybe back then too. When Lord Chaitanya was going to take sannyas, his mother was grief-stricken, wasn't she? Take me with you. Don't let me go. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful talk. We were in Belgium recently and we were in the Wikipedia library and I happened to pick up a book about Vaishnava book and happened to open a page and it was talking about being of service and said about you should really be initiated to serve food and to be like, oh, so do you have any tips of like how to be of service and how to be in this mood of Nityananda in day-to-day life when we're balancing like work and we're not living in the temple, how to kind of keep that mood up?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's what I've been trying to do for over a decade. Yeah, it's a real challenge, isn't it? Where we're not in a temple. We're not living with brahmacharis or brahmacharinis. We're not getting up for Mangalati with other devotees. When Prabhupada first started the movement back in he came over in 65, and in the early days 90% of the devotees were in the temple, were living in a temple. And now it's the other way around. We had 90% living in the temple, 10% were outside the temple. Now it's the other way around. 90% are living outside the temple, 10%, if that, are living inside the temple. Maybe those percentages are a little high, maybe it's less than 10%. But. So most of us are living outside of temple. And so we're living a day-to-day, we're living in the material world. And so there are great challenges. And what I have found in my own experience is you get up, you take shower, you brush your teeth, you chant your rounds, yeah? And then you get your suit on, and you go to work, and I'm a teacher. And when I get into teaching, when I get to work, the day just disappears. I arrive at 7 o'clock in the morning, before I know it, 6 o'clock at night. Being a doctor, I'm sure is exactly the same. Where does the day go? And we've got a number of doctors in here, in a very, very busy environment. The time just flies, and you are not thinking about Krishna, you're thinking about teaching, and you're teaching about doing surgery, and you're conducting surgery, and you're having consultancies with patients, and you're in board meetings, and all the rest of it. And of course, but what I've found is that silently, there's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm reciting the mantra in my head without realizing it. That moment comes. So when I come out of school, and I'm usually the last to leave, and the car park's empty. And it's dark, isn't it, this time of year? And I come out, and the moment I come out, it's like, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and I'm chanting as I drive home. Yeah? So if we forget Krishna, Krishna never forgets us. And I think if we could really, whenever I prepare for a class like this and I get a wonderful invitation, one thing that really, really I have to do is surrender. Okay, I really find myself surrendering. And we surrender, the more we surrender, what do we mean by surrender? You know, because it's so difficult to do in this world, isn't it? In the material world, we sort of surrender. We don't fully surrender to anyone, really, because we've got our own will, we've got our own self-interest. We've got to protect ourselves. Because we think that others will somehow or other hurt us emotionally or physically or financially or emotionally or psychologically or whatever it might be. But if we're thinking about Lord Nityananda, if we're thinking about Lord Nityananda, Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, we know that actually Lord Krishna has nothing but our best interest at heart, and will never actually upset us emotionally, upset us physically, upset us financially, upset us psychologically. Lord Sri Krishna has infinite compassion and love for us. And trying to get our head around that is a really difficult thing because we're not used to it in this world. You know, everybody can reflect on their own lives and think about how your own family situation, which is supposed to be sacred, isn't it? The family situation. If you look at your immediate family, your extended family, how there have been fallings out. There have been disagreements which were irreconcilable, and years and years and years go by without family members, brothers, sisters, siblings seeing each other, etc. So my advice would be, remember that with this wonderful Krishna consciousness movement that Srila Prabhupada established when he came over on that amazing freight liner, the Jaladuta, in 1965, when he was advised 40 years before by a spiritual master to take us to the West, preach us in English. Just remember that, and it's really difficult, that actually Lord Sri Krishna is our eternal best friend. And that if we surrender, if we just believe that, if we just have faith in that, if we just chant the holy names, we can feel it, can't we, when we chant the holy names? We can feel that anxiety coming down. We can feel the doubt. We can feel that loss of confidence, that just a peaceful calmness come about us. It is the original science. We wouldn't be sitting here otherwise. But in order to be able to get to this point, where we're actually here on a Saturday, and there are so many other places we could be, but is that we must have surrendered to some extent. And just, my advice is association of the devotees. You've just come back from Radha, and you've been associating with the devotees there. And there are some beautiful people that are saying the same things as you. They're having the same life experiences as you. You think you're just the only one. I did. I thought I was the only one when I read Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita for the first time, and I thought, my God, this really resonates with me. And I had no one to talk to about it. And the association of the devotees, I was craving the association of the devotees. And it explained in the text as I was reading the importance of the association of the devotees. So if we're with like-minded people, then that helps to cultivate our Krishna consciousness and stay in the right mood. And we can't do it alone. We can't do this by ourselves. I hope something I've said there is helpful. Hare Krishna. Any other reflections or points? I may not be able to answer them. I don't know it all. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Lord Nityananda ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo.
We'll do Pushpa Abhishek. Pushpa Abhishek is basically we give flowers later. Go and offer flowers.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda, Shiva Sani Gaura Bhakta-vrinda, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Why don't you go in the car?
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Bhastasya Divatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Bhastasya Divatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Nityananda Ram, 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 Jaya Nityananda Ram.
Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paradise Kachara Stotam Sri Srimad Divine Grace DC Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Anand Prota Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Nam Char Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Ren Shikavaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Radha Shvasti Gold Vector Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopanath Shama Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Dham Ki Ganga Mai Ki Yamuna Mai Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Shamaveda Bhakti Vrinda. Lord Nityananda's Appearance Day Ki Jaya. Lord Nityananda's Appearance Day Ki Jaya. Gaura Premananda. All glories to several devotees. All glories to several devotees. All glories to several devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Guru.
It's hard to get off the floor.
Namaste Narasringaya. Namaste Narasringaya. Pralada Dada Dayane. Pralada Dada Dayane. Hiranyakashi Modakshaha. Hiranyakashi Modakshaha. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Radha's appearance day yesterday as well. Thank you. A lot of chanting and dancing, and such a sweet katha we heard today from Mukunda Prabhu. Was it good? Yeah? Oh. Did you get some knowledge? Yeah. Something you remember now? Yeah? Something you remember? So what year Lord Nityananda Prabhu was born?
1476. 1476.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Prabhu is correct? Ah, okay, you got it right. Okay, that's fine. So that's what we do. Yeah? We bring out nice literature, we research things, find out, and we present. Everything is authentic, nothing cooked up. And this process of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if you bring in your life, it will make your life sublime, beautiful, and blissful. There's nothing in this world, as Prabhuji said, nothing can make us happy. Everything one day has to go. It's on sale. Has to go. We can nothing take with us. Yeah? Can you? No, nothing. There have been kings, yeah, and there have been paupers. Went to the same place, yeah. Their kind of destination was the same. Either they can turn into ashes, they dump in the ground, or flown in the river. They're flown in the river. Everything, yeah. So please, this is the thing that's going to really make us sane. At the moment, what the life out there living is practically insane. It's a distraction. It's a distraction, damaging you name it. It has gone to our consciousness. Our consciousness is broke, is damaged. We need to repair it. There is no other way to put it. Unless we repair consciousness, it doesn't matter how green movements we bring in. It doesn't matter how much kind of veganism is there. It doesn't matter how much ahimsa we bring in. Nothing is going to solve unless we repair our consciousness. Everything is external. Veganism is also external. Ahimsa is also external. This is all ego. Once we connect with Krishna, whatever we do, it remains with us, is sublime, and it is equity to everyone. We see the man and woman, creed, class, culture, and everything the same lens. That through the eyes of Krishna, that everyone has the same spirit soul as I have. Yeah? Without that knowledge that, I'm the same, what do you have? What do you have? What do you have? No difference. Nothing going to go away. So please, chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. At least one round. At least one round. Who's going to explain how to chant? Why is Ari Mataji? Yes, Mataji. Why don't you tell us?
Well, as long as you chant one round a day, we'll try and build it up over time. So to chant.
And what is one round?
108. It's round on the white beads, tulsi beads.
Yeah, tulsi beads.
Yeah.
And we chant
It
on.
gets sweeter and sweeter the more you do it.
Yeah. Can we see Hari Mataji? Yeah. One we met about how many? Maybe a year ago? Year ago. Yeah. How was your consciousness then and now?
Totally different. Totally different.
I can tell you that she's more satisfied in her life. I can see, you can tell that by just looking at her face. Nothing else you have to do. Don't ask her. Just look at her face and you know. Yeah? That's your couple. Yeah?
They are an example for all of us.
And they're exemplary and they're happy together. Blissful. Yes. And that's what we really aspire everyone to become. Happy in life. There is no other motto, there is no other ulterior motives. Why we gather, why we come together. Yeah? People who are preachers, they shed buckets of blood to get one soul back to Krishna. One soul. A lot of effort goes to take care and nurture and make them glow. Isn't it? Krishna glow. We are just an instrument. Okay? So please take this possible. This is the most beautiful thing you can ever include in your life. Doesn't matter how many trips to blue water you make. Once you take this process, you stop going to blue water.
You don't feel like going to blue water.
You don't feel like, believe me, you save more money. You save more money. Okay? So thank you, Prabhuji. It was really enlightening. I learned a lot of things about Lord Nityananda I did not know. Definitely I didn't remember 1476. And also 1506. Yeah? So thank you, Prabhuji, for enlightening. Yes. Very, very. And that's the thing happens that one devotee coming in disciple succession that's started from Krishna to Brahma to Madhava to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all the way to disciple succession. His guru coming in the line of that. So this knowledge is not lost. When you open books, he and I will be speaking the same language. We can understand. Yeah? But if you take a guru that is out of these lines, they can't give you the same knowledge. Yeah? Like I'm a doctor. So I have learned through the disciple succession. Same knowledge. I teach medical students. I tell the same thing what I learned from my guru. I can't cook up anything. Yeah? Yeah.